In ancient Egyptian religion, Sopdu, also known as Septu or Sopedu, was a deity whose worship was essential to the Egyptians' cosmological and geopolitical views. Sopdu was seen as a god of the sky and the eastern borders, often depicted as a falcon or as a man with a falcon's head, reflecting his association with the sky and the falcon's keen vision, symbolic of vigilance over the territories. His significance as a border deity cannot be overstated. The eastern borders were the gateway to Egypt's interaction with the Near East, laden with trade routes and potential conflicts. Sopdu's presence there was considered a divine protection against potential invaders and a blessing for outbound expeditions. This role would have been especially pronounced during the periods of Egypt's greatest expansions and military campaigns into Asia, such as during the New Kingdom, where the Egyptian Empire reached its zenith. Sopdu's association with the sky brought him into close relation with the god Sa, the personification of the constellation Orion, and with the goddess Sopdet, identified with the star Sirius. The significance of these celestial connections lies in the Egyptian understanding of the stars. The stars were eternal. They were part of the Duat, the eternal afterlife that the dead king joined upon his passing. Orion and Sirius were two of the most important celestial markers in the sky, with Orion being associated with Osiris, the god of the afterlife, and Sirius with Isis, the goddess of rebirth and the mother of the pharaoh. Sirius's heliacal rising, its appearance in the morning sky just before sunrise, heralded the imminent arrival of the inundation of the Nile, which brought life to Egypt's fields. Sopdet, thus, was a bringer of fertility and renewal, and by association, Sopdu was a guarantor of the cycles that sustained Egyptian civilization. In his role as the husband of Kensit, who is much less known and attested in ancient Egyptian mythology, Sopdu was part of a divine pair, but texts do not often dwell on this relationship. Much of Egyptian religious practice revolved around the interplay and balance between male and female deities, each playing crucial roles in the maintenance of Ma'at, the order of the universe. It is possible that Kensit represented a localized deity of the eastern border region, further solidifying Sopdu's role as a protector and overseer of the farthest reaches of Egyptian influence. The worship of Sopdu reflects a facet of Egyptian spirituality that understood the divine as both immanent and transcendent. The gods were present in the natural world and had roles in the daily lives of the people and the king, as well as in the great cosmic cycles. This duality is evident in how Sopdu was seen both as a protector of physical borders and as a celestial being, integral to the timeless cycles of the stars. Greatness in the period of ancient Egypt was often established through building projects and military conquests, both of which required divine favor. Sopdu was invoked for success in these endeavors, and his favor was seen as essential for the protection and expansion of the state. As with many deities, temples dedicated to Sopdu would have served as centers of his cult, places where the god was believed to reside on earth, and from where he extended his protection and favor to the king and his people. In engaging with the past, especially a past as distant and culturally specific as that of ancient Egypt, we gain the knowledge of how our ancestors viewed the world around them. The ancient Egyptians did not see their gods as remote or abstract. They were part of the fabric of daily life, of politics, and of the natural world. Sopdu's cult and his role as a deity of the sky, stars, and borders illustrate this beautifully. Understanding Sopdu and his place in the ancient Egyptian pantheon is more than an academic exercise. It is a window into the Egyptian soul. The gods of Egypt were expressions of natural forces, human hopes, and the quest for eternal life. In learning about Sopdu, one learns about how the Egyptians perceived their place in the cosmos, their hopes for protection and prosperity, and their quest for understanding the cycles of life and death. Today, when we reach for self-knowledge, we can draw upon the wisdom of the past. The ancient Egyptians teach us about the interconnectedness of the spiritual and the temporal, and remind us that what we may see as mundane may also have a divine aspect. They encourage us to see beyond the physical borders of our world and into the vastness of the cosmos for understanding and inspiration. Click like, subscribe, and share this channel.